Celebrating the 150th anniversary of 501, last November, Levi's released a limited edition of 501 1955 in LVC line, made of dead stock of cotton mill denim. Let's do a review, and I'm gonna give you my thought about this edition. See you inside. The main question of here is why this jean costs $500, 500 euros, or 450 pounds, or 76 or 74,000 yens. Are really worth it, this money? Well, let's go through this new edition, or one of the last editions, because there is one more in celebration of 150th anniversary of 501s. This is a hand-drawn 501 1955 edition. Was released in small numbers, that is 501 pieces of this denim. But why 500? That's just too much for Levi's, brand new, compared with other brands like Japanese brands, which offer heaviest and better quality of denim, to my point of view, and a cheaper price point. If we need to compare with some jeans, we don't gonna compare with the Japanese jeans from other brands. We're gonna compare with this jean, which is the very same model, Japan made, from the Levi's LVC, like this, which costs $300 less if you buy in the right place. Even you can find a little bit cheaper than that. Why it's different? Where is those 300 and more? First thing, what is it's a hand-drawn edition. If you see, every detail interior is, let me do some focus, is hand-drawn. Yeah, you see, the patches, everything is hand-drawn. Yeah. It's a hand-drawn edition of 501 1955. Let's start with the things. The most important thing they say. Levi say these are made with cotton mill denims, white oak, and this was dead stock. This is a dead stock of Selvedge from Cotton Mill's white oak factory. The question is how much dead stock going around, because there are a lot of releases, and other brands have released with dead stock cotton mills. Anyway, that is not something that I know I cannot answer. But in theory, is made with dead stock of cotton mill white oak denim Selvedge. But for that price, at least I expect this need to be made in USA, not in Japan, in USA. But not, they are made in Turkey. Sorry, what's wrong here? Anyway, but it's Turkey made. I don't say it's bad quality, but for charge that price tag in a pair of 501 made with dead stock economy, at least need to be made in America, at least in USA, at least, but not here. Not is the case. Then, what else has changed? Used to have leather patch, this 501s 1955. Not anymore, not even in the new 1955 edition from Japan, LVC Japan. This is J-Cron, okay, leather patch basically. Sorry, paper patch basically, cellulose base is paper patch. But despite it actually hand drawn, you see it. See? Yep. I don't think it's justify the price. The same with the bag. Coming with the bag with this hand drawn too. The bag, very nice, clean, nice bag. 500 really. Let's see the characteristic of the jean itself. It has the two color stitch, yeah, yellow and gold. Okay, double stitch, the same kind of construction. It has the rivets, yeah, the rivets. looks like it's a sync button. I'm not sure about this. Don't looks like a sync button. Looks like a metal button. Okay, look at that. Don't looks like sync. That was the original. Yeah. It has Selvedge ID inside. Selvedge ID. Also has the limited number, 501, the 325 from 501 for 501. This is a limited edition, marked as the how is the cloth of the pockets are thick, nice, good, are okay. Has hidden rivets like is described in this precisely in this model. Okay, the stitches are clean. Let's see here. Here is where it starts the difference. See how is the finish? Let's see if we have there. See the finish? It's very important. Let's see inside. It's a roomy. These are 36, 32. I didn't find 36, 36, 24, which is more suitable for me, for my height. This stitches, it's okay, fine, no problem. It's all right. It's all right. Chain stitch. Okay, chain stitch. Fantastic. No problem whatsoever. It's normal construction. I cannot say has special details. Has no special details. And is the typical anti-fit of the 501 1955. And this is in theory cotton mill denim. And this is the only thing. It's the only difference to charge so much money for these jeans are because they stock cotton mill and hand drawn. That is why this is celebration. I think this is not a good release. This is not a good release, and to me, looks like more an abuse, or some people could call this a scam. If we compare with the other, with the Japanese-made 501, it still has the patch of Jacron, don't has any more leather. I have a pair with leather patch. This is Jacron. It started to come in 1966. Remember the paper patch. They say it's resistant. It's how is ethically anyway. All that words they say the planet, which I'm agree, but I think sometimes they go too far. Say 1955, Japan made, and this is made in Turkey. Let's see what is different with this. They has the Levi's with the big E. It has the same construction, the same color stitch. The denim, this is a little bit lighter than this. This is darker denim. In matter of fact, I like much more this. Again, despite the white oak and all things, it's not made in USA. That is something important. In order to say, okay, I pay for this maybe 200, this edition, especially to the 250, and pay for this less than 200. I'm more than happy to say, okay, this is a good edition, but it's not that. And let's see the construction then. The same construction, the same characteristics. This is we have the Selvedge ID in the pocket. The buttons are the same. Yeah, these are, you see, completely different with the buttons. You see, are very different to the buttons that use that edition, which I presume are worse quality in that special edition than this. The jean feels more sturdy. The rivets, look at the quality of the rivets, are really, really good. This is thicker if we compare with this. First, there is no stamp, and these are thicker than this. This is a more thin cloth. This is a thicker cloth. I feel strong and sturdy. I'm with stamp LVC, and this has no stamp or whatsoever. Let's see what else. In terms of stitch, the rest is the same. Let's see inside. The size, I compare, the measurements are exactly the same. The pattern is the same. The pattern they use is the same. But look at this. Look at this. Looks cleaner, the finish to my eye. Looks cleaner. Okay? Looks very nice. Looks cleaner. Absolutely looks cleaner. And the denim itself feel stronger and sturdy. Then, is worth it or not? All depends what you think about this. But another thing, they're coming with the letter here in the pocket, which is different. The other don't come with anything at all, just like this. Just like this. It's different color of the denim. It's different denim for sure. It's different denim. I must say that I think this is much better. This is much better. Let's give you my final thoughts. But before to give you my final thoughts, if you like this channel, please consider subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And let's talk now about what they think about this denim. Okay, I'll give you my final thoughts. There is time, there is no fitting test. I think it's not necessary to try. The anti-fit is already knows, most of the people who like this knows about how fit the 9055. But $500, 500 euros, really? It's worth it? Let's summarize a little bit and see what we got here. First, this edition is not sold out. You can still find some pieces of this 501. Connemil Dennis, the stock, great point. Made in Turkey, not that great point. 9055 anti-fit, fantastic, okay. Hand drawn, to me, don't make any difference. Why? That is the question, why? If I believe more that what I said more the price is this edition was made in USA, but this is not. This is made in Turkey. Sorry, don't get me wrong. I'm nothing against it made in Turkey and China, because nowadays with the quality control and how the things, usually there is no problem in terms of quality. But if you pay 500, at least you expect something made in USA. Simple like that. Otherwise, you have companies that rock territory, 316, Naked and Famous, Japanese brands like Studio Designer or Hard and Momotaro and so on, that offer for far cheaper, better quality of denim and construction. This is becomes something that is repetitive for the Levi's. Not long ago, before the end of the 2023, Levi's released the 501 1917 Homer Campbell edition. You can see the picture here, which for me, this is a joke, $1,000, 1,000 euros or 790 and change pounds for this. I don't know, and not even Connemil Dennis. I don't think it's worth it at all. I'm very disappointed with this edition. Is recommended? No. Stick with the LVC 9055, which is a really good edition, and you can buy that for really good price. See you on the next. Bye.